I'm just going to break it down. Okay, so the M in motivation, next, there we go. Mainly sponsoring. We've heard all day long about how recruiting is the key to success, and that is very true. You may have signed up and thought, well, as long as I host parties, as long as I have sales, I'll be fine. But the longer that you're in it, the more you realize that mainly sponsoring is where the success lies. Also, making history. Not only personal history that you're going to make within this business, but history of this company has only been around for 8 years. And that may sound like a lot, but in all honesty, it's still ground floor opportunity. So you're going to make history every time that you hear about how Cincy had a $7 million day, $14 million, whatever you hear, that's making history, and we get to be a part of it. Also, momentum. It's hard to gain momentum when you first start, but the key to it is once you gain the momentum is keeping up, and keeping up with the momentum that Heidi and Orville have continued to show us. Also, money. Some said that they signed up for a car payment, or maybe they signed up to stay at home. Money is also going to be a big part of the M in motivation because we all want to make some extra money. Okay, so the O in motivation, organization. And I'm a little bit like Megan, I'm OCD when it comes to organizing and ridiculous about it. But in all honesty, you cannot run a successful business if you are not organized in some shape or form. You can take your own ideas of organization or someone else's and implement it, but unless you're organized, you will not be as successful as you think because you won't know when the next party date you have available. You will not know when the fundraiser you have scheduled is, so you have to be organized. Originality. This is something that I love about this business. It is our business. We get to do with we get to do what we want. We get to be original to ourselves in this business. Cincy allows you to do that because when you sign up, it's yours. You can be as original as you want. And the more original that you are, the more successful that you will be. Going along the same lines are options. It gives you lots of options. How much do I want to work? How many parties do I want to have? How many hours do I want to put in? How many deliveries do I want to make? It all is up to you. Your options are unlimited. And the opportunity. Not only do you have an opportunity to share something amazing and life-changing with other people, it gives you the opportunity for so many things within yourself, such as self-confidence. That is something that's huge for me, and with Cincy, I found that because someone, Nikki Kirby, gave me the opportunity to change my life by joining a business. Okay, the T in motivation, teamwork. We've talked a little bit about that today. When you start building a team, you want to work together as a team. And the more of a unified group that you are, the better that your team will be, the more close-knit that you are by keeping communication with each other, and the harder that you work together and realize we're all Cincy sisters. We may be competitors, but we're all in it together as a team. Thankfulness. I will always be forever grateful to Nikki for offering the opportunity to me because it literally changed my life. I will always be thankful to the hostesses. I will always be thankful to the hostesses that have hosted parties for me. I'm thankful for my team members because without your team members, you cannot advance in rank. You can have, $10,000 in PRV, but it's those team members that help you boost you to where you are. So you need to make sure that you are thankful. I like to thank God because God brought this to my life. God brought Nikki back to me after being college friends, and it changed everything for me. So make sure that you're thankful. Thankful to Heidi and Orville for continuing to work for us and care about us. The T in motivation also means time. How much time do you want to put into it? But also it means it takes time. It may not happen overnight. Some people may make director in 5 months. Some people may take 2 years. What matters is that you realize the more time that you put into it and the more effort, the more that it's going to pay off. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to where you are going. What matters is that you're allowing time to get there. The I in motivation, initiation. Cincy allows you to be able to initiate a conversation or a relationship with someone that you otherwise might not have come in contact with. You get to let them know about what products you have to offer. Talk to them about hosting, talk to them about joining. That's the beautiful thing about it, is you get to initiate relationships with people that you really probably wouldn't have ever talked to before. Inspiration. This is a very touchy subject because, so many things inspire me. But one of the biggest things that inspire me is having Nikki in my life because I just want to be just like her. She's a great leader, she's a great motivator, and inspiration helps you get to your dreams and your goals. If you are inspired by your sponsor, or Heidi, or Orville, or whoever you're inspired by, it's very important to be inspired because then you will seek that goal that you've set for yourself. Improvement. We can always be improved. Everything that we do, we can never stop learning. Even the superstar directors, we learn something new every day, from our Monday night calls to our trainings. There's always room for improvement. So don't think just because you have a team of X and, you got it made, you can always improve. That's the thing about it. You can self-improve in this business. And there's always room to grow. The V in motivation, variation. This is another beautiful thing. This is your business. You can vary it however you want, and you don't have to be the same 2 different times. You can do anything that you want, and variation is good. It keeps it exciting, it's fresh and new, and it keeps it fun. And I think as long as you're varying your options, then you're in it forever because you'll never get bored. Value. This is something that Heidi and Orville talk about a lot. The value that you get in the products that we offer. The value that you find within yourself. The value that you find and that you teach to your downlines. Because each and every one of us are valuable. The value that you tell your downlines, you're valuable to me. You mean a lot to me. Without you, I would not be where I am. The value and the friendships that you make. There are some people that I would have never met had it not been for Cincy. And my life has forever changed because of those bonds that I've developed. Vision. What is your vision? What is your dream? Do you want to retire and travel to every state with your husband? Do you want to pay for your children's college? The vision, your vision is yours and yours only. And the beauty of Cincy is that you are allowed to reach that vision with hard work and dedication. And victory. This is something that's so important because within each one of us, we have that little need to be, you want somebody to clap for you and cheer you on. And the thing about victory is you can have it within yourself. You don't have to have it from other people, but it sure feels good. If you can find self-victory, you've got it made. Because we all have something to celebrate by having this business. Everyone that's in this room has had some sort of small victory. Just signing up is a victory. So that's very important. All right, the A in motivation means attitude. Obviously, we hear this all the time. It's all about the attitude. If you're a negative Nelly and you just gripe and complain and I sell these things and they're candles and blah, blah, nobody's going to want to be around you. But just like we talked about earlier, if you have the right attitude and the mindset, that's where part of your success is going to come from. Your customers will be happier, your team members, your upline, your downline, everybody. It's truly about the attitude of how you represent yourself in your business. Aspiration. Who do you aspire to be? Do you want to be just like Heidi, or just like Debbie, or just like Nikki? Who do you aspire to be? And that's the beauty of, and I know I've said that 100 times, the beauty of it, but that is the truth. You can aspire to be whoever you want to be, even if it's just being the best that you can be. Absolute confidence. Everybody in here can gain that confidence by being able to talk to a stranger about a party, being able to stand up at a party and talk to people, or being in the supermarket and being able to walk up to someone. You gain confidence because you know you can do this. You're good at it. You put a lot of hard work into it, and you have every right to be confident because we've all earned that. Confident in ourselves, confident in the product, and that our CEOs in the home office, they're taking care of us. So make sure that you realize that the confidence is key. Because when you're confident, you're happy and you're peppy, and it makes everybody feel good, and it makes you feel good. Achievement is another thing. Cynthia's very good about recognizing achievements, and I think that is so important. You need to recognize achievements in your downline. Even if your upline promotes, you need to recognize that. Because we all like to be patted on the back and have that achievement. The things that Debbie did for us and the awards and stuff that she gives, that makes her feel good because she gets to give, but it makes us feel good to receive. Okay, the second T in motivation means trust. You have to trust when you start this journey that you are in good hands with a safe product, with a good quality product. You have to trust in yourself that you can take the plunge and actually build the confidence that you need to go far in this business. You've got to trust the people that have helped you sign up, because in all actuality, they thought it would be good for you, so you need to trust. You need to trust in everyone that's in your downline, that they want what's best for their business as well as yours. Truth. There is a lot of truth in our product. It's so simple. We're not false advertising anything. And that is something that we can stand up and tell every person. There is truth in what we are doing and what we are selling. We're not fibbing, we're not making up stories. It is true, and then there's also truth inside of each one of us. The truth about what you want in your business, and the courage to do what it takes to get to that point. And obviously, trials and tribulation, that's just part of life, right? But it's very hard in your business because you get into situations and it kind of makes you want to quit, and you just don't know if you can go on anymore. Or you get very discouraged, and like me, when I get discouraged, I usually tell Nikki, and I say, blah, 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 and she brings me back up. But it's very important to not give up when you are in those trials and tribulations. It's just like everything in life. It makes you who you are, and it shapes the person that you're becoming. The second I in motivation means imaginative. You can use your imagination and do whatever you want with your business. You can name it what you want. You can package your products for customers the way you want. You can do anything you want at a party. But you want to stand out with your originality like we talked about earlier, and you want to be imaginative with your thoughts and your ideas, because that's what keeps it fun and engaging. And integrity. Orville has often talked about this. He wants to be a man of integrity, and I truly believe he is. And that's something we can all apply to our life, in our businesses. If you have true integrity in your business, well, in your life, but in your business, then it's a value. It's a very good thing to have to run your business, to know that you didn't do it the way someone else wanted you to do it. You did it because you are a good person, and you are able to, carry out these things, these values that you've set forth. Iconic. Cynthia is iconic, and we're fixing to pop even more with the products that they're offering now. It's a direct selling icon. Seriously, there are people that long to be. There are other companies that are direct selling companies that wish they could be us. We are part of history and being iconic, and you can be iconic in your business, whether it's taking care of your customers or your hostesses or your downlines. You need to realize that you, to someone else, you may be an icon. You may have a very small group of, say, 20 people, but to them, they look up to you, just as we look up to our CEOs of our company. Okay, the O in motivation, optimism. This goes back to the attitude. You've got to be optimistic. Even when things, for instance, on the director's call on Mondays, they talk about how our growth is with sales and recruiting. Well, recruiting has been down a little bit the last couple of weeks, and they're okay with that because you do get to a point when it's going to slow down. But they're still optimistic about bringing us new products to try and to implement into our businesses. So, if you're optimistic, then the outlooks of people around you will be optimistic as well. Outstanding. You have a chance to be outstanding in your business. There may be 10 other consultants on your street or in your town, but you have the chance to be the outstanding one. You have the chance to touch other people by sharing your story, having parties, and just having fun. That's the beautiful thing about it. is that if you stand out above everyone else, you will be successful. And open, you have to be open to ideas. You have to be open to change. Just like the new line that's coming out in May. There were some people that weren't very happy about it, but you have to be open to change, because if you're not open to possibilities, to change, and to better yourself, then you'll never go anywhere. You have to be open to realize there are bigger and better things out there. And lastly, the N in motivation. Never give up. No matter how hard it is, no matter how upset that you are, no matter how down the sales are, or people are just not doing what you think they should do, you should never give up. This is a chance that you will want to pass this down to your grandchildren, and if you give up, you're going to miss out on everything. No negativity. If you must be negative, what I do sometimes is I'll just write it on a sticky note, and then I'll have it on my desk while I've gotten it out without actually verbalizing it. Do not be negative to other people when it comes to Cincy, ever. You may not agree with what they're doing, and that's okay, but you do not ever need to shed a negative light on the business that we have been so blessed to have. Needed. We all need to be needed. Just as children are needed. Just as mothers are needed as their children are growing. I always say, well, my kids aren't going to need me anymore. Well, it's the same thing with your downlines. It's the same thing with your uplines. They need you. Your customers need you. Your party, your hostesses, everybody in the business, they need you. And it's good to feel needed. And it gives us a purpose. And lastly, noticeable. You want to stand out in your business. Be noticeable. Why are you the consultant that everybody in a town of 9,000 can come to? Is it because you have stock on hand? Is it because you wrap up the product pretty, or that you hand deliver? What is it that makes you noticeable? Obviously, we're in a business right now that is very noticeable. Everybody's wondering, what is that? Oh, what are they doing? And it gives us the chance to really stand out among our group of friends and consultants. It's all about just making sure that you are noticeable in your life as well as in your business. And that's all I have.